Ladies and gentlemen, here to talk about out-of-home measurement today and tomorrow, please welcome the TAB's new president, Kim Frank.
Good morning, everyone. Hello, welcome to the TAB OAAA Out-of-Home Media Conference in Boca Raton. You know, it's really nice when the name of a beautiful city encapsulates the true beauty of a city. Boca Raton, rat mouth. Just love it. Thank you, Helma and Scott, for being our co-chairs for this event. You're wonderful. And thank you to our conference committee, our sponsors, exhibitors, and speakers for your effort in making this year's gathering such a success. But before we get started, I want everybody to grab your little spark, your little hand on your keychain, and just tap it with the person next to you. Just make friends. You're sharing your information. It's all about meeting new people. Great. Look at this love fest. Oh, I love it. Thank you. We now have all of your personal information. So for those of you who don't know me yet, I am the new president of the Traffic Audit Bureau for Media Measurement, otherwise known as TAB. I am new to the TAB, but I'm not new to the world of advertising, to market research, or to cross-platform measurement. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my background. I was really lucky. I nailed my dream job when I was in high school. I worked at Dairy Queen. Now, why was this my dream job? Well, because no one ever goes out for ice cream when they're mad or depressed or sad. Happy people go out for ice cream. Sad people eat ice cream at home. My career's pretty much gone downhill from there. I paid for college and grad school by waiting tables, and the difference between scooping ice cream and waiting tables is that lots of people go out to eat when they're angry. If they're not angry when they get there, they might be when they leave. And it's typically not the waiter's fault. It's usually a problem with the kitchen staff or something else. And honestly, it was the hardest job I have ever held in my entire life. So kudos to all of those out there who have waited tables. I get it. It really did, however, teach me a lot about client service and also how to carry 10 beers at the same time. Both of those are very handy in my current career. No, really. So I have had a really fortunate 20 years of media research experience. I started at a company called King World Television. I was working in local TV syndication. I started pulling overnights off the printer at 7 a.m. in the morning, and I ended up running the research team there. And while I was there, I helped launch a few shows that are still on the air, like Dr. Phil and The Rachel Ray Show. During the economic downturn, I did what every logical person does, and I went and got a job on Wall Street. Yeah, that was a good choice. I started working at FTI Consulting. I was helping big brands like Allstate and HSBC, using research to help fuel their investor relations, management consulting, crisis communication, and change management. After FTI, I went and worked at Optimedia. Very quickly, I was adopted into the new business team across Zenith and Optimedia, where I helped win accounts like Pizza Hut and Bridgestone and Kohl's. And then my last job, right before coming to the TAB, I worked at a cross-platform mobile app-based startup called Symphony Advanced Media. Now, when I got there, they had this huge, unwieldy data cube, and I had to start sculpting that data cube, helping to productize it, monetize it. Using the products that I created, we did cross-platform advertising effectiveness studies and ROI studies on behalf of some of the biggest brands in the country. So truly, my true passion is media research and measurement. So when I got the call from the TAB offering me the opportunity to interview for president, I jumped at the chance. From that initial phone call, I could already envision the huge changes that were in store for this industry using the power of big location data. But to be honest, I really wasn't sure I was going to get this job. I actually thought I kind of blew it. In my first interview, Rocky Sisson, I don't know if you're out there, Rocky. Oh, there he is. Rocky Sisson from Clear Channel asked me, Kim, if you get this job, what is the first thing you are going to do? And before I had time to stop my mouth, I said, I would change the name. Traffic Audit Bureau, that is really bad. And I was like, no, put it back in. I said, it makes me think of a guy standing on the corner with a clicker in his hand counting cars. And I knew it, I blew it. I was 2 minutes in and I called their baby ugly. Well, anyway, everyone started laughing, especially Rocky, who then joked, well, you know, man with a clicker, you're not far off from the measurement system. For the record, it's far more sophisticated than a guy with a clicker nowadays, but I will say the measurement system is due for a bit of an overhaul. But the people in that room laughing and being so kind to me sealed the deal. I knew this was an organization that was open to the opinion of outsiders, that legitimately wanted to reimagine itself and create new solutions, and a culture that didn't take itself too seriously. It was the perfect place for me. And I was brought in as a change agent to help reinvigorate the organization. With that in mind, I've created a fast-track plan for change. But before I get into the exciting changes that are happening at the TAB, I want to take it down a moment. I want to say something serious to you while I'm still something of an outsider, a perspective of someone new in the industry. Siri, I'm about to say something serious. Could you play me some music, please?
Playing cheesy piano music, Kim.
Out-of-home advertising has it pretty good with the TAB, a completely member-owned, funded, and governed organization. The TAB is a tremendous resource for this industry. In most other media channels, customers pay much more, sometimes hundreds of millions of dollars a year to for-profit companies to produce their currency. At the TAB, you own it. And it's done at a fraction of the cost. You as an industry determine our priorities, you determine our objectives, you have some input into our pricing. With for-profit companies, their agenda is to make themselves money, but at the TAB, our agenda is to make you money. And we do it with 12 people. For the first time in 15 years, every single member of the TAB was invited to come to this conference, and I'd like to ask them to please stand up. These are the people who answer when you call, who manage membership, training, outreach, marketing. Sometimes they build furniture because it wasn't in the budget to hire a builder. They're here today to meet you. Thank you to the TAB team. It's truly an honor to work with each and every one of you. Thank you. Thank you all. While I said the first thing I would do when I took this job was to change the name, that didn't really happen. That seemed a little aggressive. The first thing I did do was conduct a listening tour. I went across the country from coast to coast talking to 70 of our members. And because I'm a little bit of a research geek, I also conducted a survey with another 230 members after that. And the research told me that we as an organization had 2 key areas we need to work on. The first is improving our training, outreach, and marketing. The second is enhancing our measurement integration, technology, data suppliers, so that our out-of-home measurement system and analytics are truly state-of-the-art, future-proof, and deliver what our members need to win. So coming out of that research, we immediately got to work making some much-needed improvements to training, organization, and outreach. I revamped our org chart to provide additional emphasis in these areas. We've embraced a completely new corporate culture that holds everyone to a high standard, requiring the entire TAB team to step up our game and provide the most responsive member service that we can. We've established new marketing programs and training initiatives to better educate and support our members, such as our Geek Out Help Desk and Thought Leadership Series, and our highly successful weekly out-of-home office hours training sessions. And we've had over 1,000 attendees to date. We've beefed up our online presence, we've started a new blog, and we have a content generation strategy. We've also been proactively meeting with TAB members and key agency stakeholders across the country to show them our measurement system, teach them how to use our tools, and to just build relationships. In the past 7 months, we have been to over 15 cities with more than 100 meetings with over 800 people. And we've been growing our membership too, adding over 50 new members in the last year. In fact, yesterday, our board of directors unanimously approved a new membership category called Remarketers to ensure that we're being inclusive of new members working in the programmatic space. And we expanded our associates category to include data suppliers, software systems, and research providers, all with the purpose of being more inclusive of the entire out-of-home ecosystem. The next thing I had to do was change our measurement systems, platforms, and IT infrastructure. We've introduced already a number of new important enhancements. So this January, we migrated from quarterly inventory updates to monthly to help accommodate the rapid changes that are going on in our industry today. When Nielsen stopped supporting the IMS Outdoor Planner last summer, the TAB acquired the license and released a replacement tool called OPlan. This market-level planning software is available free to all of our members. We've started measuring additional formats like transit, mobile billboards, and fleets, and we've made back-end investments to help improve our infrastructure and systems to help support our constantly growing list of members. Oh, and of course, there's the new measurement system itself. In January 2015, the TAB Board of Directors started a process to investigate new, more state-of-the-art measurement solutions for the TAB. This included an extensive RFP process with dozens of submissions. After reviewing those submissions, as well as the offerings of innumerable other potential partners, the TAB developed a plan to really bring some change to out-of-home measurement. This fall, we presented our recommendation for the overhaul of the measurement system. You may have heard of it. It's called Operation More, which is short for Measurement Optimization and Ratings Enhancement. In December, the TAB Board of Directors unanimously approved to fund a proof-of-concept test of the new measurement data sets.
You know, historically, out-of-home has kind of always trailed other traditional media formats.
There's a real danger that other mass mediums will overtake out-of-home in terms of their ability to measure the effect.
As there are evolutions in measurement across other medium, it's important that we keep up with it and take advantage of all the technologies.
Given what the out-of-home industry is working on right now with regard to the measurement methodology, it's light years ahead of where all of the other media types are in terms of their methodology.
We want to make out-of-home more dynamic, and we think dynamic should be the new standard. The ability to optimize campaigns that Operation More is starting to dive into will give us that opportunity.
Being able to connect data from multiple sources, set-top box viewership data, connected cars, mobile GPS, and use it to inform our out-of-home investments is extremely exciting and innovative.
At Horizon Media, we have a very positive opinion of Operation More. We feel like they are leading the way, moving in the direction that we see across the other media at the same pace, if not faster than others, to really move into this new digital measurement marketplace.
What TAB is doing here is truly groundbreaking and should be a game changer for the industry.
The TAB has got the potential to be something incredible, especially with the new leadership. It's pivotal to have a holistic measurement system across the whole of the industry, as we have in other countries where we've seen massive growth in the industry. So as long as we all get behind the TAB and believe in the vision, I think the potential is absolutely incredible.
Operation More is truly the future of out-of-home measurement. It delivers predictive ratings for every hour of every day, 365 days a year. It tracks audience impressions in near real time. It uses a unified methodology across all formats to deliver more consistent, reliable, and trusted ratings. It provides much richer analytics and insights about the audiences being reached, and quite frankly, and this is most important to me, it's really very sexy. Because no single data set meets all needs, Operation More is constructed utilizing a comprehensive data stack built on a foundation of mobile phone and connected car data. These data sources provide us with measurement in near real time with the incredibly granular day-part measurement that will be required for the digital future of out-of-home. And in case you're concerned about how we are going to pull this off at the TAB, well, we aren't. well, at least not alone. We are working with a bunch of PhDs from MIT who are really fabulous data scientists, and some of them are here today. The result is that we are moving out-of-home ratings to the measurement of audience location across the country every minute of every day, all year long. In fact, let me play you a video utilizing just a small sample of this data stack, which features traffic moving into the city of Daytona in the few days leading into the Daytona 500 this February. The nature of the Operation More data stack provides us with the unique connection points needed to help us integrate with things like first-party data that may be owned by advertisers, other third-party data sets such as purchase and set-top box data, cross-platform measurement systems, ROI models to assess the true impact of our medium, and the automated and programmatic platforms that are becoming more and more common in our industry. We are building a measurement system that not only puts us on a level playing field with other media measurement, but actually puts us ahead of it. No other media will offer more actionable and accurate measurement of consumer location than ours, and no other media owns its measurement system. It is state-of-the-art, it is future-proof, and you own it. And when the results from our pilot are done this summer, we fully expect to invest in this new research approach and begin rollout next year. There will be a breakout session about Operation More at 2 o'clock today, and I highly encourage you to attend that event to see what the future of out-of-home measurement and analytics will look like. Finally, I want to turn to our most valuable asset of all, our name and our brand. When I first joined the TAB, there were lots of people who had the opinion that the TAB name was holding us back, that the brand was tarnished, that there was negative baggage, and that we needed a fresh start. Gordon Burrell, who'll be speaking later today, totally nailed it in a conversation we were having. Look at these words. What is positive about any of them? Who likes traffic? No one wants to be audited. And crime scene. When faced with a damaged brand, you have two options. You can reshape it and reinvigorate your brand identity, or you can start again with something more relevant, more contemporary, more believable, more sustainable, and quite frankly, just more fun. In December, the TAB Board of Directors unanimously voted to proceed with giving the TAB a fresh start. So we are going to rebrand and reposition our organization. I mean, how often do you get a do-over? How often do you get an opportunity to just start from scratch to reimagine an entirely new name and an entirely new brand? Well, that's what we've been doing for the last 3 months. So, the first thing I did was I found the best looking 8 people I could find in the industry, and I established a brand council. Then I engaged a talented brand consultant to help guide us through the process, someone who has done this before, someone who is familiar with the industry, and someone we could blame it on if it all went horribly wrong. Just kidding. I was really fortunate to work with this brand council. They're an amazing group of people, and they volunteered innumerable hours to make sure that we got this right. So we thought long and hard about our mission, our role in the out-of-home industry, our competitors, what space we want to own, who we want to be, who we didn't want to be, and what we want to stand for. In order to determine where we wanted to go in the future, we needed to take a very realistic, sometimes difficult look at the legacy TAB so that we could determine what we needed to evolve to become more relevant and valued in today's media landscape. The Branding Council crafted a vision statement for our rebrand to change the perception of the TAB from an old-fashioned, old-school billboard ratings bureau to a dynamic leader in out-of-home audience location measurement, insights, and market research innovation. In order to do this, we knew we needed an entirely new brand promise, an entirely new name, an entirely new logo to signal to the marketplace that change is coming. This is a tall order for brand change. It's an honest and authentic assessment and a very aspirational vision with goals that will not happen overnight. But I think you can probably see that significant change is already happening and will continue to happen. And our brand positioning, the brand promise of what we stand for, must reflect this. So based on this powerful vision for change, we developed a brand attribute pyramid. The brand pyramid shows the brand attributes that differentiate our brand, what our organization stands for, and what our priorities are. At the very top of the pyramid are what we call our spike attributes, the most important things we want to stand for that uniquely define and differentiate our brand. We also included qualifying and entry stake brand attributes on the pyramid. All of these brand attributes are the foundation of our brand positioning, which is our roadmap for our new organization. So here it is, our new brand positioning statement. We are the industry standard that powers a smarter out-of-home marketplace through state-of-the-art audience location measurement, insights, and market research innovation. As important as our positioning is, so is our culture, our brand's tone, and personality. We have taken a good hard look at who we are, and we have decided to stay true to that. We are media researchers, we are data geeks, we are geospatial mapping nerds, and some of us are even closet gamers. And our culture will celebrate this. Hopefully our brand will feel more like an ad tech or data startup than an old-fashioned ratings bureau. Our personality will be brave, energized, driven, resourceful. We're passionate about what we do, and we're going to have fun doing it. Now the really exciting part, a new name. The process of naming a brand today is so much more than coming up with a cool name, although that's fun. But there are more trademarks in the United States than there are people. And it's really difficult to develop a name that works creatively for you, isn't already taken, that you can exclusively own and protect as a trademark with a website that's available and something consistent with our brand promise. But I'm happy to say that we scored on all fronts. And I am thrilled to announce that as of September 19th, 2016, the Traffic Audit Bureau for Media Measurement, Inc. will change its name to Geopath. I'm so glad you like it. We wanted a name that is descriptive enough to telegraph what we do while also feeling fresh and contemporary. It communicates that we are the audience location experts analyzing the pathway of consumers throughout their daily journeys. Geopath is suggestive of what we do. It's memorable, it's forward-looking, and it sounds a lot more like a media expert than a place you call to complain about a moving violation. Adding the new descriptor, audience location measurement, reinforces that we'll measure the geolocation of audiences when they're away from home and engaging with out-of-home advertising. You'll see the O icon serves as a unifying brand device in our new brand identity system. It calls out specific locations, inventory, consumer destinations by latitude and longitude. So now the hard work begins. Over the summer, I was hanging out with Helma Larkin and Claire Marie Pano, and Helma said to me that in any job, sorry Helma, in any job, you get 12 months to be the new guy. If you make a mistake in those 12 months, it doesn't count, and you just go, oh, I'm sorry, I'm the new guy. So I joined the TAB 329 days ago. Thanks for laughing. I thought that was funny. So before the 12-month deadline hit, I made sure that I reorganized the company, moved the office to Times Square, overhauled the measurement system, rebranded the organization, renamed the whole darn thing, and then announced it all publicly at a conference that I helped put together with 36 days to spare. Well, if anybody's counting, it was actually a leap year, so I have 37. I want to thank everybody, honestly, who's welcomed me to the out-of-home industry. Everybody's been so lovely to me, and I do just genuinely love it here. I am so excited about the future of our medium. We have so much potential, so many opportunities, and the future is here, and we can own it. And I'm truly honored to be leading the company formerly known as the TAB during such an important and transformational time. I do want to give some thanks to Nancy Fletcher of the OAAA. She steered the TAB on an interim basis before I started, and she has truly been such a mentor to me. Congratulations, Nancy, for your incredible 25 years of service to the out-of-home industry. Thank you to my board of directors, my executive committee. A special heartfelt thanks to my chairperson, Mary Sheehan of ESPN, as well as Rocky Sisson, who just had his last board meeting with the TAB, at least for some time. We thank you for your vision, your leadership, your guidance, your time, your expertise, and your patience. And personally, I just want to thank you both for always lending me your ear and providing me your support as I took the helm of the TAB. Thank you to my team who've worked tirelessly, and I mean literally night and day, to help transform our organization. Please consider us extensions of your own companies. We work for you. And thank you all for coming today and making this conference a success. But most importantly, thank you for your support of a universal currency that makes our medium easier to plan and buy. Now on with the show.